Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first Angry Brothers podcast. This is Creudence with you today. This is something I just thought up while I was sleeping, and I was like, you know what, there's a lot of shit in my brain, and I really need to get it out. So you know what? Grab your favorite soft drink, your favorite pretzels or chips, and go ahead and crack it on open for you, huh? That's some good shit. Anyways, as you always know, I'm always drinking something while I'm on Facecam because I'm a one thirsty son of a bitch. But anyways, this is something extremely important to help me get something off my chest, and I think podcasts are the way to go. I get to talk to you as family members, and you get to talk back to me to the comments or anything like that. Right now, I thought would be a very good time to talk about small channels on YouTube and perhaps what it means for our channel and the status of our channel. Our channel is not necessarily the newest channel on the block. We've been here for a couple of years, haven't been able to upload all that much through there because we had a channel way before we actually were able to make videos, but we were always trying to make videos during that time frame. It was like a 6 month to maybe to a year kind of frame where we started the channel but weren't able to actually post anything. It's because we always had technical difficulties to the degree that we just did not feel comfortable to give them out to the general audience. And because of that, we were able to see what might work with it. And unfortunately, even if the channel, or the age of our channel is still older, we don't exactly have the proof that we actually know what we're doing. We still consider ourselves a very small channel. We only average about 10 views maybe, and that's not a bad thing. It's not something that we should feel ashamed of ourselves because there's always those 10 people that enjoy our stuff. But unfortunately, I also see on our analytics that the maximum viewing time on one of our videos is maybe a third of the video time. That could possibly be our fault because our videos are longer than most professional Let's Players. And you know what? That's okay. It's just our style. And if we're able to change it, we figure out how to way to change it to make it better, then that's what we're gonna do. But unfortunately, what I see with a lot of YouTube channels nowadays, especially for Let's Players, I believe, unfortunately, we got into the game a little late. And with YouTube, the way I see it, how it works is the big YouTube channels continue to get bigger, while the smaller YouTube channels still stay small. And this is especially true for gaming channels. Okay, now let's take some of the bigger channels out there. Let's say, let's take Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, The Game Grumps. I'm trying to name like the big ones that continue our format. Not necessarily like JonTron, Angry Video Game Nerd, or anything like that. Those are completely different. Their channels are run very different. Their format is very different. Like Peanut Butter Gamer is very different. His format closely follows like JonTron. Okay, but he does also have a gaming channel where he does play games like a Let's Player, but that's beside the point. These guys command the views, they command the attention of those looking for Let's Plays. Because they're so big, YouTube promotes them more because YouTube is by and first a company. They want money, they want revenue, they get revenue through the ads. And these channels that command that viewership should, by all rights, by a company term, should be promoted the most. But because they're promoted the most, people see their gaming channels first. They watch those channels. And let's say someone who only wants to watch gameplay will see the gameplay, maybe hop a couple more channels, but probably will hop to even big channels to continue the trend, and won't be able to give the little channels a chance because they've already seen that game. They've already seen maybe a good funny part. Maybe they've already seen good acting by the Let's Player. Why the hell would they ever need to go to a smaller channel to see something else? Why would they waste their time? Time is a precious commodity. And that's why every YouTuber, especially the small channels, are so thankful when someone puts that time into their life, that gives it. He just pays them that so precious commodity that you can never ever make back to them. And oh Lord, if you get a subscriber, holy shit, bring out the party. Let me bring out the party balloons. You want a cake? I'll give you a cake. You want some soda cake? I have 20 Diet Cokes. You want Diet Coke? I'll give you some Fanta. You want some Fanta? But shit, you want my car? You want my PlayStation? Because you know what? That's what a subscriber is for me, especially for our channel. Smaller channels, oh my god, mind blown when we get a new subscriber. Holy shit. Unfortunately, with our channel, we've been pretty stoic, I like to say. And because of that, it becomes harder for our kind of channel to want to create lots of content. We don't get paid for this, okay? The only monetization we would get is through ads. Most people have ad blocker, so fat little shit that does for us, right? Or for any channel at all. And for a lot of YouTube channels, they actually are sponsored, so they make money no matter what, okay? That's all. Let's check the Game Grumps. Game Grumps are sponsored. Dear God, are they sponsored? They make revenue through you know, it's like Loot Anime, Loot Box. What the hell is that one reading one that everyone does? Fuck, I don't remember. But anyways, like that gives like ebooks. They are sponsored a lot by them, and they make commercials. And I believe in one episode, Danny Sexbang actually says, because some people call them sellouts, and say, "Well, look, I gotta pay my doctor bill somehow, right?" That's true. They have to get paid. This is their living. But because it's their living, they're able to produce more videos, more content. Angry Brothers Gaming cannot do that at this time because we are not paid to do that. We're not paid to do channels. We do it for fun. I would die of love and gratitude if we're able to be paid for what we do, is because we love it. This is so great. And is it not any adult's desire to be paid for what they do, for their hobby, for their pastime, their love? Oh my god, that'd be great. But unfortunately, we're not. And because we have to make money through other, you know, our jobs, our time is extremely limited, unfortunately. And at this time, one of us is going through a harder time in jobs because of a company fucked up somewhere and layoffs and so on and so forth. So one of us is currently looking for more stable employment, and at that time that becomes a greater importance, and unfortunately, than the channel right now. Okay, because we have to live, we have to eat. The channel doesn't allow us to eat yet. And one of us is coming off of a work injury, and it's gonna take some time to get into there, but that's a whole different story. Do not worry about it. We're doing fine. We're figuring things out. Now, it's not to say that small channels can't become big. Not at all. I remember Markiplier and Jacksepticeye when they were super small channel. When Markiplier didn't even have a face cam. That he played, Amnesia without a face cam. And his main way of entertainment was acting tough as shit, tough as nails, but get freaked the fuck out when the monster happens. And that's why a lot of people loved him, for his horror aspects. And I loved his earlier works. His earlier works were fantastic. I first discovered him when he was playing Happy Wheels, and then I saw his SCP work, and his SCP work was so fun. Nowadays, the Markiplier is not necessarily my cup of tea. I still enjoy him, but not as much as his earlier works. And that may not be his entire fault, because he does work with YouTube, and YouTube does have standards. They're a company after all, and he has to adhere to them so he can get money for food, money for things that enable him to continue to work. Jacksepticeye has stayed stable. He definitely tried really hard at the beginning. You could tell in his videos, but he has relaxed over time. But his shtick has stayed the same. Now, like PewDiePie, I'd never been a fan of PewDiePie. Oh god, I hated that guy for so long, and he kind of mellowed out to be okay with me, but I still do not choose his videos over other Let's Players. Game Grumps are a special story because Ego Raptor was already famous for his art. JonTron was also famous for his videos, his game review videos. So when they were able to bring stuff together, they already had a standing with their audience. They already had a very wide audience that would support them, and it only grew bigger from there. And they have, after JonTron left and he started working on his videos, then Danny came, but Danny was already slightly in with the Game Grumps. He was already a friend. He did show up when JonTron was still around, but only in like little cutscenes, little fun videos. He came back. He's already working as an artist. He already had a fan base. His fan base was already backed up by Egoraptor, and thus, bam. Of course, this is all speculation. I cannot say for this for true because only they would know the truth. It's their story. I'm only speculating. That's only what I see. If I'm totally wrong, so be it. I will eat my own words, and we'll leave it at that. But I also remember when they weren't even around. When I go back all the way when Cloud8745 and Lewis Prower were around. It's like some of the original Let's Players, the OGs. And Lewis Prower, oh my god, did not have a capture card. He used a camcorder to get all his footage and a microphone, and sometimes he would speak through the microphone on the camcorder. It was shit quality, but he was funny, and he made me laugh, and I enjoyed his stuff to bits. Oh my god. And then Cloud8745 held a special place in my heart because he would play the games that no one even think about, and he was funny. Oh my god, he had talent. And it's really sad to see that these guys who had talent just disappeared and are no longer viewed. Cloud8745 is still active today, but he doesn't command a lot of views. He doesn't get paid all that much, I don't think, versus the other big YouTubers. These guys were way before everyone else. Lewis Prower, unfortunately, had very other outside circumstances with life and just couldn't keep up with everything, but he's still kind of active. You see him upload something like every once in a while. He was really he was really big because he did Klonoa, and he was around with Wii Punch Out when that first came out, and they did a lot of things on the computer as well. And then I remember like Proton John, who was still active, but he held also a special place in my heart. If you say who were my, like those YouTubers who are in my heart forever, it's those three. Well, not really YouTubers, or Let's Players, because that's where it started. And at that time, game companies were like, "Whoa, you're using our stuff without our permission," and their channels would get banned so often. It's crazy. These guys were freaking avant-garde. They were forerunners. And nowadays, a game company is fucking thrilled that a YouTuber would play their games. It's free publicity. They found out people still buy their games even when they watch someone play them, because it builds hype, and that is free money for them. They don't have to pay for the advertisement unless let's say oh god, Talon Salem originally had a couple YouTubers get paid to promote their videos, and because of that, a lot of people started playing Talon Salem. It worked. Then you have let's go a couple of smaller channels. Let's go like the Derp Crew. I remember when Chilled was, I don't think they were even contracted. I, to this day, do not understand how a Let's Player can get contracted. They worked with Machinima for a while, and then they just started making, I don't understand how they make money. I do not understand. I cannot for the life of me understand. I have researched this, how people can get contracted, because I always thought you always make money from YouTube or from a third-party source through shit, I'm forgetting my words. Through just a company paying them money to do stuff. Shit. And then no, these guys get contracted, and I'm like, why can't Angry Brothers get contracted? You know, these Let's Players had to start from somewhere. They were always big. They were small like us. What was the defining factor between them? God forbid that it's talent, because that would make me cry. I'm like, really? So we're talentless cretins now? All right, fuck us, man. If that is the case, because it's like, Okay, we do it for fun, but you know, we want to reach as many people as we can. You know, we want to do more of this. We want to get paid so we can bring more content to you people, but with circumstances we can't. We don't know how to make money off of this. We don't know how to say, hey, we want to do this for a living. We want to make videos for fun. We want to get paid doing it. How do we do it? Tell us your secrets. But these YouTubers, these Let's Players make this sort of money, and I mean, they don't make tons of money. Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie, I think, are like the biggest Let's Players around, and they make lots of money. And so do the Game Grumps, but I don't understand how they do it. I don't understand how like the Derp Crew get paid and how they make. I mean, how do you get a contract? Do they have to like what you do? So obviously they loved what the Derp Crew did, what Chilled Chaos did, what Z did, Golem, Smarty, those guys. They must have liked what they did. I'm not sure if we're just not putting out the word, or we got actually kind of like, he's like, here's your video, hope you like it, you know, because, you know, we want to make more, help us make more, you know, give us, make it so our time that we spent at work can be spent here, and we still make a living, then we can still freaking, you know, live in a house, get the electronics that allows us to make high quality videos. Because let me tell you, this chair isn't high quality. It creaks. That's why, like, I'm playing, and when I record, I have to sit super still. And like professional Let's Players, they have stuff that doesn't make sound. We don't have the money for this. We don't have the money to buy a game fresh when it comes out and show the people. Because a lot of big Let's Players do is they buy like the big hot games, they play it, they make comments, they make videos, and people watch them. But big YouTubers, when they do that, people don't necessarily need to see smaller YouTuber channels who are playing the same game because they already seen the game. What else is there to see? And we don't have the money to be buying all this stuff and being able to pay it. We don't make enough money for that kind of overhead, you know? And AAA titles is such a big gamble for smaller channels because they have to pay a hell of a lot more money and not necessarily make any of it in return. We don't make money. Hell, YouTube only pays when you make like $100 on a video. As soon as you make $100, then they'll cut the check. They won't cut the check for anything else. And you know, not necessarily that you have to play a AAA title, but AAA titles are where like a lot of people are going to view. You know, but it does leave that we have to start playing, you know, free stuff that's in demo, you know, stuff that we can get people to say, hey, it's okay to go play our game. You know, we've had one company come to us because they saw us play the video and they liked what we did. They say, hey, an update has come out, why don't you play it? But at that time, our computers couldn't handle it. Or rather, I think it was Fraps who couldn't handle it. We also use Action, by the way, now. In one of our videos, Mifusero forgot to put in the product key, and right big in the top was saying, oh, this was created by Action. And we're like, fuck, we already recorded it, we gotta put it up. Oh well, people will know. So we use those two with a combination of Premiere and Audacity, and we just now started using Adobe Audition for dynamic processing, and it does make a difference. Oh god, does it make a difference. It actually is like night and day. It's really nice. So there is that, and it's not to say that we won't become bigger. We are just extremely stagnant right now. We haven't gone up in subs. Our view count has been lackluster as of late, and it brings to mind is, are we not good enough? Are we not doing enough? What's going on? You know, are we not playing the right games? Should we sacrifice fun for like some robotic structure of gaming that we need to curtail our channel to just to be able to make videos for, you know, what we love doing? You know, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. And why should we curtail our channel to standards nowadays when it's not playing things that we find fun? You know, there's like one or a couple games that I played and I'm like, fuck man, I don't want to play this, but you know, it's the only way really that our channel's going to get any attention, and it's just how it's been, and I don't like it, and it's really it sucks to see a series that we love playing, that just the views just start going down and down and down, like fucking Undertale. I fucking love Undertale. I cannot sing its praises enough, even to this day, and it's been a year or two. Oh my god, I still can't sing its praises enough. The viewer count on that has gone down so downhill, albeit we haven't finished it because of some fuck up with the recording software, and you just can't go back on that game. It was missing all the music, and I'm like, you can't play Undertale without music. It won an award for it. You gotta be kidding me. You can't do that. And because of that, the ending is gone because we recorded it all the way to the ending. I'm like, we can't replay it again. I have to go back and get to that point again. I'm pretty sure there's some save point altering that you could do, but man, I don't want to have to do that because the next save point is right after you fight the final boss. Jesus Christ, I can't. You know, that sucks. I understand how YouTubers do that. I remember when Game Grumps, when they were playing Pokemon Fire, I think it was Fire Red, because Danny was still around, and they had some glitches with their gameplay, so they had an artist, a Flash artist, an animator, actually animate that stuff, and that was freaking phenomenal. Oh my god, that was funny. That was great. Of course, I think Aaron could do it too, because he is a professional animator as well. Not to mention, he's a voice actor, so you know, Game Grumps makes money outside of YouTube, so that's not the only thing. So like Danny has sales from his CDs. Ninja Brian also makes sales. You know, Aaron voice acts, as well as animations. I think he makes money off of his animations and things. And I'm not sure if Barry works anything outside. Ross is also a professional artist. He makes money off of that too, I believe. Also has his own channel. But it's freaking phenomenal that these YouTube channels can make so much revenue, or able to bring in so much that they can hire people to help. They can hire editors, they can hire like artists, they can hire filmographers. Because Markiplier does a lot of things besides gaming. He does a lot of real life filming, and I believe that's what he wanted his channel to do originally. And he does great, but it's not my cup of tea, and that's why like his gameplay and his commentary has been going kind of downhill in my case. But a lot of people like him. He does great things, charity, more power to him. The big thing I love about big YouTube channels is they do not let it get to them, especially with these Let's Players, because they do a lot of charity. They don't necessarily keep a lot of the money. PewDiePie, as much as I don't like the guy, he is still a great guy. He does donate a lot of money, and he's fantastic. I would love to get to that point. I want to do charity streaming. I don't know how, but that's just one thing. You know, and I know that the Angry Brothers Gaming has to start producing more videos. It's not necessarily the best for us right now to be able to put like a video every day, especially since I live in a place where I can't record at all hours. I have to work from 2:30 till like midnight. It's just, I get tired and I have to get up early. It's just really hard for me. I could be recording those hours before work. There's other things I have to do as well. So it just gets really hard. I would love to put those 8 hours towards videos and drawing. God, I want to be a professional artist, but I haven't drawn in years, or no, a year. Like, I haven't touched my drawing pad, I haven't touched my tablet, and it's like really pissing me off because I should be doing more, but I'm not. Like, to get better with art, you need to draw. You want to get better at drawing, you draw. That's just how it is. You just draw. You look at an enemy, you practice, you draw, you draw, you draw, you draw, you draw. If you're not drawing, you're not getting any better. I'm fucking 27, man. I should be doing drawing. I should have been drawing way more. I should be doing freaking Mona Lisas all up people's asses right now, but I'm not, because I'm fucking lazy. That's my big thing, is I am a lazy person, and that's just my stick. I am a human family. We all have our own things that we don't like. That's mine. Man, it's been one hell of a journey so far, though, for Angry Brothers Gaming. Lots of ups and lots of downs. You know, we've seen our sister channel, That Girl Wildflows, get some opportunities. We're really happy for her. She's a constant guest on our channel, also because she's also the wife of Mythic Saru. That's another story. I'm like how Mythic Saru was able to get guests for the channel because his living arrangements allows him to actually record more than I'm able to, because I live with people who don't necessarily want to live with the noise that brings, and that's just the way things are for the Angry Brothers Gaming. You know, which is unfortunate because I have the stronger gaming PC. It's new. It has a nice NVIDIA 1080 card, which does beautifully. A nice cooling unit, fantastic amount of speed and power. Can record and play games at the same time. And it's a beast of a computer, but it just happens to be mine, and I can't record that much. I can only record when really people are not here, and it's unfortunately not a lot of time. People are always here, so that's just how that is. And just happened to be that this Saturday was a special day. A lot of people will be outside the house, and I'm able to do this. And I'm thinking I'm actually recording something else. I'm actually thinking of recording some what the hell's that genie girl's name? Shit, I don't remember. But do record that. I'd love to be able to record 3DS, but I don't want to pay $300 fucking or $200, how much a month it is, to get a modded 3D XL just to be able to record it. Because screw that, because I would love to do Tamagotchi Life. That's a fucking fun game. I would love to do like Devil Survivor, Personas for the PS Vita. So I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here, but also like a lot of my consoles are in a different room. They're shared. So I can't necessarily record those at whim. I have to bring a laptop and then take the laptop, record there, take the stuff from the laptop, bring it to this computer, and edit it from there. And it's a pain in the ass. And I don't exactly play the consoles all that often anymore. Thanks, PC. I mean, I used to be the biggest PlayStation diehard in the world. Got my first Xbox. Actually, Xbox was the very first console I ever purchased on my own, and I was super proud of that. Then, and I loved a lot of the Xbox original games. I only had like 10, because that's only 10 really worth owning on the Xbox. That tells you something. The Xbox 360 came around. Mythic Saru was more about the Xbox. I was more about the PlayStation. That's how our purchases went. Then we lived together for a while because, well, fuck, we're brothers. Then he moved out, and then so now I have a younger brother and a younger sister, and they play them, but they don't necessarily record. So how that, that's how that goes. And they're usually playing them, or Muffin Top, the youngest brother, likes actually playing on the PC. On my PC, because a lot of the game he owns on the PC can only be played on my computer. So that tells you something. Sorry, I take a swig. I hope you guys are enjoying, just eating, munching, drinking along with me. I'm not necessarily eating, because last time I ate while recording on stream, I was disgusted with myself. I usually don't give a damn, but I was disgusted that day. Oh my god. Maybe Sarah and I agreed, alright, it's probably no more eating while we're recording. Maybe if we ever stream, we'll eat, but that's about it. We ain't gonna do any more of that shit. But, oh my gosh. It's been fun, family. As much as complaining as I have done, and trying to figure out how to get our channel out to more people, how to become big like, the Game Grumps. Hell, even Team 4-Star Plays, because their microphone is the same microphone. They use a Blue Yeti. It looks exactly like ours. It's not even the most expensive Blue Yetis, but they're funny. They already have the basis from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They are funny people. They already have that audience. And it's just, besides all this complaining, besides all this stupid things that YouTube does to not really promote smaller channels, besides all that, it has been fun. I really enjoyed my experience. I hope to continue the experience. I hope to increase the production by making that money. And I thank you all for sitting down and shooting the shit with me right now. You know, if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them below. We will go ahead and get to them even when we do even more podcasts or more vlogs, but Mythic Cheryl would be more the one doing the vlogs because he has a camcorder and a webcam, which I do not. So that's why podcast is a more viable experience to allow me to bring out my thoughts to you. So I really enjoy having you here, and thank you for listening to my jabber. And I hope that if you liked what you've heard, and if you want to continue to, you know, talk more with me or to watch more of our videos or more of our gaming videos, please hit that subscribe button. You know, every subscriber is, like I said, I fucking threw a party. It's fucking $19.99 right now. Bring out the disco ball. Where's that disco ball? Where's the punch? You know, put some LSD in it. Let's go on a fucking trip. It's a fucking day in heaven when we get a new subscriber. Hell, when we hit 20 views, it's time for celebration again. Because we're bringing joy to people and we love it. We just hope people would sit more through our videos because there's good stuff. Sometimes good stuff doesn't happen until, like, you know, a quarter into the video. You know, and we just hope that you enjoy what we do. And if you enjoy what we do, then it's worth it in the end, paid or not. But I think it's been about half an hour, and I think I need to start setting up for another gaming thing because I haven't done so in a while. In this family, it is always okay to go away angry. We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for stopping by.